favourite at the last show. Let's go and see if he's tightening or drifting.
And Shahrastani's price has tightened slightly, 11 to 10 from 6 to 5. Dancing Brave 6 to 4 still. Shardari 12 to 1. Petoskey is 14 to 1. Triptych 28 to 1. Diastan 100 to 1, and on 200 to 1 Supreme Leader. And the 1,000 to 1 chances are Vouchsafe and Bolden.
The third favourite, Shadari, the mount of Steve Cawthon, and I wouldn't put him without a chance either, because he's a very good individual. He showed that he was way on his way back to his best in the Princess of Wales Stakes, and he was a 3-length winner there and a going away 3-length winner, and he had some useful horses behind him, both Baby Turk and Petoskey. I think Petoskey might make a bit on him today, because on that occasion the race was run at not too fast a gallop early, but they did finish fast on that occasion. He goes in nice and quietly. Well, most of the runners going in, we've seen them all. Let's join Peter.
And just 3 to go now. 3 among these 9 horses that have won 35 races between them. Vouchsafe is to go, Shahrastani is to go. And Shahrastani just getting a little bit edgy. He was a little bit edgy earlier in the paddock, and now he's having to get a little push to go into his stall. Looking around him, very interested in everything that goes on. And that's it, he's in. There's now Vouchsafe to go and Bolden. Vouchsafe in. Now Bolden. And when he's installed, all 9 will be in for the King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Diamond Stakes. They're under starters' orders and they're running. And in the early stages, Bolden goes straight into the lead from Vouchsafe. It's Bolden going on from Vouchsafe. Then comes Diastan. Then Shadari on the rails. Then comes Shahrastani, Supreme Leader. Behind them, Petoskey. Dancing Brave is next. And 9th and last is the filly Triptych, as Bolden sets a blazing gallop from his stable companion Vouchsafe. There's quite a long gap then to Diastan, with Diastan on the outside of Diastan, Shadari. Then comes Shahrastani very close to them. Behind them, Supreme Leader. Behind Supreme Leader's Petoskey. Then Dancing Brave, not letting Shahrastani out of his sights. And Triptych finding this much too fast at the moment, as they've passed the mile already. And Bolden and Vouchsafe a good 10 lengths clear of Diastan. Then comes Shadari on the inside of Shahrastani. Then Supreme Leader. Then Petoskey. Then Dancing Brave. And finally Triptych. The leaders have passed the 7, are racing towards the 6, and it's still Bolden and Vouchsafe. Then back in 10 lengths behind them comes Diastan. Behind Diastan is Shadari, then Shahrastani on the outside, Supreme Leader and Petoskey. And going very well in behind Petoskey is Dancing Brave, and Triptych is the back marker, and it's still Bolden as they race past the 5 furlong marker from Vouchsafe. Then comes Diastan, then Shahrastani has moved into 4th just ahead of Shadari, and then Supreme Leader, and making ground all the time on the inside, Pat Edery on Dancing Brave. 1 from last is Petoskey, last is Triptych, but they're beginning to bunch now as Diastan takes it up from Shahrastani. It's Diastan from Shahrastani, then comes Shadari, the Aga Khan trio. Then making ground on the inside is Dancing Brave with Petoskey as they swing for home now. It's Diastan being pressed by Shahrastani. Coming down to the 2 furlong pole, Diastan from Shahrastani, and here comes Dancing Brave unleashing a run towards the stand side. Shahrastani is under pressure. Shadari has moved into the lead over on the far side, and Dancing Brave is coming there with a double handful. And it's Pat Edery on Dancing Brave from Shadari. Triptych is moving into 3rd as they race to the line. Dancing Brave avenges his Epsom defeat. Dancing Brave being challenged again by Shadari, but holding him well. Dancing Brave the winner, Shadari 2nd, Triptych 3rd, Shahrastani 4, Diastan next, then Petoskey, and then Supreme Leader, and finally the 2 pacemakers literally tailed off after the great gallop, they said, Vouchsafe and Bolden. And so the result of the 1986 King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Diamond Stakes. First, number 8, Dancing Brave, owned by Mr. Khalid Abdallah, trained by Guy Harwood and ridden by Pat Edery. Second was number 4, Shadari, owned by His Highness the Aga Khan, trained by Michael Stout, ridden by Steve Cawthon. And third was number 7, Triptych, owned by Mr. Alan Claw, trained by Patrick Louis Biancone and ridden by Yves Saint-Martin. Fourth was number 9, Shahrastani. So Dancing Brave avenges that Epsom defeat in fantastic style. Guy Harwood wins his second King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Stakes, and Pat Edery wins his second as well. This is Dancing Brave. Here's how he won a brilliant 1986 King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Diamond Stakes.
Well, one thing's certain, he certainly stays. Pat didn't have the best of runs, 5 furlongs out, and coming into the straight, his position was unpromising behind the 3 Aga Khan horses, and with Bolden on his outside. But Bolden fell away. Pat was able to pull out here, and now he'd got the 3 Aga Khan horses covered. Shahrastani already under pressure and didn't find the response that Walter Swinburne was hoping for. And now Shadari and Steve Cawthon have hit the front, and for a moment looked like winning. For a moment, that is, until you look over to Dancing Brave and see his brilliant acceleration as he goes from 2 lengths down to a length and a half up inside the final furlong. He has perhaps got tired in the final furlong, but hardly surprising after such a fast run race. And Shadari, from being 2 lengths down, is going to come back at him now. But make no mistake, this was a brilliant performance in a really, really fast run race. And Dancing Brave has showed himself to be a true champion, although on the day Shahrastani didn't run his best race. We saw him edgy beforehand and also a little bit sweating, but take nothing away from Dancing Brave, who was a brilliant winner on the day by about a length from Shadari. Triptych about 5 lengths away third. Well, the head-on view tells the picture here, line abreast up front, the 3 Aga Khan runners. But whereas we hoped that Shahrastani would be cruising at this point, Walter Swinburne's gone for his whip, and you can see Pat Edery on the outside just moving his arms, coasting up to join those leaders before he asks for the supreme effort. Shadari moves over to the fence. He's run a marvellous race, the 4-year-old, but Shahrastani just lacked that sparkle that he showed at the Curragh today after a season in which he's answered every question up until now. Dancing Brave hits the front, he quickens again like the brilliant horse that he is, and he goes away for a famous victory.
So what a fantastic moment for the Guy Harwood stable. And Guy, having won this in 1982, Dancing Brave, led in by his lad Brian Graham, and the most tremendous triumph this for Pulborough. And one must spare a moment of sympathy for Greville Starkey. To be injured at this time and to miss this great ride is tragedy indeed. Pat Edery remaining on the crest of the wave, talking there to Guy Harwood. Pat having ridden his 107th winner in England and his second winner in this great race, having won it another memorable race, of course, in 1975 on Grundy. This his 10th ride in the race. Dancing Brave now winner of 6 of his 7 races. And the scores now between the juniors and the seniors: 18 4-year-olds and up have won, and now 18 3-year-olds have won. And the Aga Khan there congratulating the winning connections. His Shadari having finished nearest of his duo, Prince Khalid Abdallah there by his great horse, who weighed in at 1,075 pounds as opposed to 1,050 of Shahrastani, who surely hasn't run up to his peak today. He got very itchy, but what would have beaten Dancing Brave under these circumstances? The distance is 3/4 of a length and 4 lengths. Guy Harwood patting the horse there that he said after the eclipse was surely the best horse he's ever trained, and nothing has occurred this afternoon to alter that judgment. Dancing Brave, the hero of the afternoon. The starting price is as follows.
First, number 8, Dancing Brave, 6-4. Second, number 4, Shardari, 14-1. And third, number 7, Triptych, 25-1.